What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do your boy a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button. Now let's go. Today is a special day. This day is being noted as being Liberation 2025. We've had tariffs from previous administrations, but I've never heard it being noted and identified as Liberation Day. Liberation Day, April 2nd, 2025, is what it's labeled at. Today is the day that a lot of folks have been having marked on their calendar, wondering what's going on with the tariffs wars that we're in the midst of with the various countries, most notably China, Mexico, Canada. Decision will be made today by the president, the leader of the free world. 4 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody is on pins and needles. Everybody will be paying attention and glued to the monitor as that man get up there to the podium and start to discuss what's going on with the tariffs. A lot of fear in the market, a lot of uncertainty in the market. But we know from February and March, we saw red. We saw red. We was getting beat down. The news of the tariffs and the tariffs pretty much started in January, end of January. 25% tariffs was enacted on China, Canada. The 20% tariff hit on Mexico. The news that is happening today, that stuff could already be priced into the market. Maybe that's why February we got wiped out. We were expecting February to be green, but the tariffs came, so maybe that's why we got wiped out. This stuff is probably already priced into the market. We got our butts kicked in March. It's probably already priced into the market. The stuff that will happen today, whatever will be announced today, this could just be that positive catalyst that will be getting us pumping, getting us going back in the right direction. S&P 500 was getting its butt kicked in February and March. Things are looking like they may turn around. We opened up in the green today in the stock market. Bitcoin seems to be doing well. $86,600. That's pretty well for Bitcoin, especially what we have been experiencing most recently. 81,000, 82,000, 76,000. March 10th. We gonna remember that date. We got our butt kicked real bad. Fear and greed index is at 29. Now the Bitcoin dominance is starting to balloon. 62% for the Bitcoin dominance. AltCoins are not holding up. But you know what? I keep in the back of my mind, I keep remembering the last cycle. The last cycle, I remember Bitcoin was pumping. Bitcoin was running. We were in altcoins. We were like, damn, how come our altcoins not moving? We sold out of our altcoins and placed it in the Bitcoin. As soon as we did that, about a few weeks later, altcoins started to run and Bitcoin started to trade sideways. We were like, damn, why did we do that? So we took our money back from Bitcoin and placed it back in the altcoins because altcoins were running up, aka altcoin season. Could this be the pivot moment where we are now? Have Bitcoin hit its peak as far as dominance range? 62%. All right, Bitcoin, we'll give you 62%. We'll let you rock. We'll let you roll on that 62% level. But as soon as it get comfortable, as soon as it trades sideways and hit that peak, hit that top, which could be that resistance level, boom. Hopefully this is it, 62% Bitcoin dominance. Now we will see it start to squeeze, a slow squeeze. Now if it's at 62% and we do a slow squeeze down, can you imagine what altcoins will do? Bitcoin slow squeezing down, that means altcoins are going to pump up. And it may pump up for a long time because 62% is a rather high Bitcoin dominance. But you go back, look at the last cycle, we did see something comparative to Bitcoin running 60, 61% all the way through April. Where are we at today? Liberation Day, April 2nd. Today is the day that we will be figuring out what's going on. Yeah, it's looking a little green today, but we know as soon as Donald Trump get up there and start talking, the market could just flip. The market could just turn around Stock market may just turn around and start spitting out red candles. Bitcoin may do the same thing. We're not getting comfortable. Yeah, we like to see the green, but we know at any particular point in time, things can switch. Things can flip. So with these tariffs, we understanding what's going on. We're understanding what the potential opportunities are, good or bad. Once the tariff schedules get released, will there be negotiations made? Will there be some shock news that we're not expecting? What's going to be revealed? Will he be saying something that's going to shock the world? We know Donald Trump, he loves to shock jock. Will he be saying something that will give the market a little bit of peace? That's what everybody's waiting on. But he's seemed to be stern as far as setting the tariffs in straight. Today we're going to be talking about the automobile industry in particular. He wants to set a 25% tariffs on automobiles being imported, automobile parts being imported. A lot of the automobile manufacturers have went over to other countries, particularly China, to start doing the manufacturing that used to be done in America. He is saying, you know what? We're going to be getting ready to get things back on an even, balanced playing field. You call it a trade balance. If they're over there, low wages, whatever they're able to do to attract a lot of the manufacturers from the United States to go to the various countries, he is getting ready to place a tariff on those manufacturing companies to try to even out the playing field. If it's cheaper to manufacture in another country, why would a country want to stay in America to manufacture? Labor is one of the highest costs in operations. If I can get cheap labor elsewhere, why I'm going to stay here in Detroit? Why I'm going to stay in America? Once we get these tariffs straight, it'll be a fairly even playing field. The same amount that it costs to manufacture a vehicle in America will be comparable and similar to what it costs in those other countries. He is trying to make manufacturers think about coming back. You do not want to have a lot of your goods that you rely on to operate your company be sourced from other countries. That'll place you at the mercy of those other countries. You want to be able to control as much of your destiny as you can. You don't want folks holding anything over your head. You want to be able to control as much of the goods that you need for your household as you can without relying on somebody else to control those. You want a fairly even playing field. You want a trade balance. So if India want to charge us 50% tariffs on corn, for example, then we'll do the same thing. We'll charge them 50% or whatever the comparative tariff rate is on that same commodity. So it could be a little bit of short-term pain for the consumers like you and I. And he already came out and said that it could be rough in the beginning. Could be a little short-term pain for long-term gain. So what are we doing right now? We're roughing it out. We're dollar cost averaging in right now. A lot of fear in the market. There's a lot of fear in the world right now. Not just in our country, but all over the world. The markets have been getting squeezed for the past couple of months. So much uncertainty. What's going to go on? How long is it going to go on? Not sure, but we know we did see XRP get down to $1.87. We're going to eat it up. We saw Bitcoin get down to 76, 77,000. We're going to eat it up. We're going to buy these dips. Tesla got down to 215. We're going to eat it up. We're going to buy these dips. Also understanding that Bitcoin, digital assets, is still a real thing. Bitcoin is king. China owned 200,000 Bitcoins, the same amount that the United States own. The only cryptocurrency that have ever flipped Bitcoin's market cap was XRP Ripple. Brad Garlinghouse have been rubbing elbows with Donald Trump in the White House. Digital assets, XRP, will be used for financial transactions. Bitcoin is a store of value. A lot of countries will be holding that Bitcoin, but XRP, you don't see China holding a bunch of XRP that we know of. America could be pushing to place XRP above Bitcoin. It happened before, it could happen again. XRP has a CEO. They have somebody you can physically communicate with. You can physically negotiate with. Bitcoin don't have a CEO. You can't manipulate Bitcoin as far as saying, okay, Bitcoin, come over here, have a meeting with us, let's discuss XYZ. No. That's why a lot of the other countries love Bitcoin. You don't see these countries playing around with any other coins in particular outside of Bitcoin. Bitcoin will always be the king. Even if XRP surpasses Bitcoin, Bitcoin will always still be the king that is identified across the world. But United States could be trying to get in bed with XRP to have XRP, the American cryptocurrency coin, try to be the leader, because they cannot manipulate and control and have access to the CEO of Bitcoin. Who is the CEO of Bitcoin? They've been trying to figure that out for years. Unsuccessful, but they do know Bitcoin has been one of the most potent and profitable assets in the world over the past 10, 15 years. So what did they decide to do? Let me get in bed with Bitcoin. Let me make sure we locked in with Bitcoin. Do we want to try to minimize the national debt? Hey, Elon Musk said, you know what? The best way, one of the best ways to do it is with Bitcoin. You see what Mr. Michael Saylor's doing? He's going to make out like a, oof. He's going to look like a genius. At the end of all this, you look 20 years from now, Michael Saylor's going to have statues. What are these other countries doing right now? Some countries are buying 1 Bitcoin a day. Dollar cost averaging there. 1 Bitcoin a week. You even see some states in the United States trying to make Bitcoin as their strategic reserve for their states. How can we increase our state budget? Okay, well, how about we take some of this cash and let it be reserved in Bitcoin? We are very early. We're going to look back at 2025 and say, damn, I remember when Bitcoin was $76,000. I remember when it was $95,000. When they throw those massive numbers out there with Bitcoin talking about it could reach $1 million, $2 million, it's coming from somewhere. These guys are very knowledgeable when it comes to economics. These numbers are very valid numbers that can, once you start to see so many Bitcoin halvings, another halving, the supply shock, the amount of Bitcoins that could get mined, get cut in half again, another 4 years, it's getting cut in half again. The demand for Bitcoin is going through the roof. Price goes up. Economics 101. So today is Liberation Day. Which way will the market go? We see what it's doing right now. It's green. It's looking good. But understand at any particular point in time, he could walk up there to that podium. He said a wrong word. Boom. We get an egg in our face. That green is turning to red. Or we could just continue pumping all the way up. $85,000, $86,000. We could be looking at $90,000 again. It's been a minute since we've seen 90K. But understand that Bitcoin is still massive. Bitcoin is still violent and potent. When this thing really starts to run up, you see that Bitcoin dominates 62%? That is massive. We could see a $10,000 pump in Bitcoin easy in one day. Will it go from $85,000, $86,000 to $94,000, $96,000 tomorrow? Will we be back in $100,000 Bitcoin range next week? It happens just that quick. As soon as you count Bitcoin out, you forget about it. Forget about it. We've seen Bitcoin go from $109,000 to $76,000 in 1 month. Bitcoin tanked 30K in 1 month. But when it started to go to the upside, you best believe he could do the same thing. He could go from 100 to 130K in 1 month. Then once again, you're going to see all the bears, bulls coming out saying we're going to 250K. When we hit 130K, they're going to say we're going to 250K. If we hit 180K, we're going to 500K. So you have to get your plan set right now. We're still early. We still got 9 months to complete the 4-year current cycle that we're in. And they're saying that it may be a little bit extended. We may be extended to February 2026. Bitcoin dominance this strong. It may take a minute for the dominance to bleed out to get to 43% dominance, 46% dominance. How long will it take for Bitcoin dominance to squeeze and bleed out so we can see altcoins do what it do every 4 years? Parabolic runs is what we're expecting for altcoins. That's what we're looking for. All we need is that good 2 to 4 month window to where we can make life-changing money. Once in a lifetime opportunities are presented right here before us. Make sure you're not sleeping on the opportunity. Otherwise, you have to wait till 2028. Everybody have choices. Some folks are choosing to sit this one out. No, this is the bear market right now. Ain't no bull market. We're done. I get it. I respect you as the CEO of your own portfolio. But as for me and my portfolio, we rocking. We rolling. We dollar cost averaging in. We saw old man Ether get under $1,800. We was buying it at $1,700 a few days ago. XRP, we buying it at $1.89. Dollar cost averaging in. We cool with the 5X. I'm cool with the. Hey, I was humbled over these past couple of months. I've been humbled. I'm cool with give me a 5X. I'm good with the 5X. I wanted the 20X like everybody else, but man, after going through these last few months, like Kendrick Lamar say, be humble. I'm humble. Give me a 5X. I'm good. Give me a 4X. I'm solid as a rock. So come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there, especially on Liberation 2025. But like I say, I just come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.